Your Locked On Lightning, your daily podcast on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Thanks for tuning in to Locked On Lightning. Greg here, and on behalf of both Nick and I, we want to say that we are thankful for everyone who engages with our page. And this video is for all of you guys who comment, come talk to us, interact with us regularly. This is a thank you for you, and we all hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with those you love, and be safe out there. And please enjoy this compilation of a few of our Fan of the Weeks that we really enjoyed, and we even included a small compilation of some of the fun and top comments that we've received since we began doing this a few months back. Thank you again for all your support, and keep sticking with us. We have so much more Locked On Lightning coming to you, so many new things, great things in the works, and look forward to you. And we got 60 more games this season, so stay hyped. Lightning are on fire right now, and we will be back Monday with a fantastic episode, and we got one tomorrow too, coming on Friday, so big games up ahead. Stay tuned. Thank you again. Thank you for making Locked On Lightning your first listen of the day, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back to Locked On Lightning. I'm Greg Steven, and today we are doing the first Fan of the Week, a new segment we'll be doing at the end of every week. And today we have Tony, aka Bolts Card Collector. Tony, how is it going? Thank you for joining us on the show.
I'm so excited to be here, and thank you, Greg, so much for having me. I think you and we got to meet for the first time. I followed your work, and I think you followed me as well. So just goes to show on like Instagram and the communities and the Bolts Nation in general, we're a pretty close fan base, and we definitely have shared a lot of good memories so far. So I'm looking forward to sharing what I have as far with the fan base in regards to card collecting and just Tampa Bay Lightning in general.
Absolutely. And I know you're a huge fan, as are we. And what drew me to you is you're just like an awesome guy, but two, your collection is just remarkable. And I love your posts. You go into such detail about what you've collected and like how you've gotten them. And, that's why I really wanted you to come on, because I think you should show the rest of us Lightning fans your collection, at least some of it. We would love to see some. If you want to share, please share everything that you can, because it's just so cool.
Absolutely. And you know what? I became a fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2015. And since then, it's just been a pleasure following this team. And it's just been a winning culture. And the people, the organization is just top notch people, and just love everybody that I've, ran across so far. So I got started in card collecting when my son went to McDonald's one day and decided that we would get a Happy Meal because they were giving Pokemon cards away. And just about across the street, there was a card shop. So we're like, let's go check that out and see what they have there. Maybe we can buy some more packs. Well, while I was there, I saw like, they didn't just have Pokemon cards. They had like all the different types of sports, and they had hockey boxes. And I was like, no way, this is cool. So I started digging through the hockey boxes, and I'm like, I wonder if they have Tampa Bay Lightning stuff. Right. Big Bolts Nation. I love, I'm a musician too, as so are you. So I even wrote a song, and I'm just really amped up, and I start digging through the box, and I come across like a Vinny LeCavier jersey card, and I got so excited. And being in Maryland at the time, who's looking for Tampa Bay Lightning cards? Nobody. Right. So I was able to get a really good deal on these cards and basically steal them for a few bucks a piece, And then that got me started. I got on my Rosati, and I said, should I start a card collector site? And I got some good feedback, and some people said, yes, do it. So I posted my first card in February in 2024. And then from there, it's just I've been tweaking things and making it look nice. And from there, I'm also adding content as far as, showing up to games, pre-games, and that kind of stuff. So I'd love to just be able to share some of the cards I have with you.
Yeah, please. And that was the other thing I wanted to mention. You do show up to the arena and do little events sometimes. And that's something we're also going to be doing. So definitely everyone should keep their eye out for a little Bolts Card Collector Locked On Lightning collab. I think that's going to definitely happen in the future too.
That's going to be awesome. I love to give cards away to kids and opposing fans even. I'll bring like packs of cards from opposing teams and give those. I gave it to this one kid at a game, and we were just murdering them. I think it was Pittsburgh, and it was like 6-0, and the kid just wasn't looking happy. And I'm like, I know, I've been there too. So I asked the father, I'm like, is it okay if I give your son a pack of cards? And I gave him the cards, and he lit right up, and he's like, thank you so much. He came over and gave me a hug, and I'm telling you, that was just a wonderful moment. And I
It's
just
so
can't
nice to
wait.
spread just hockey with everyone. It's just such a great thing.
Yeah, it is. So I'm looking forward to meeting fans, and met so many of my followers too out and about. And I love to give the gift of cards, and it just brings people joy, and it puts a smile on your face. So without further ado, I'll just show you some cards that have some meaning to me, that are very special to me. So as you know, I'm a big Yanni Gourde fan, right? So
Yeah.
I got this from a Maryland card show. This Yanni Gourde, it has red ink, which is a little bit unique, and it's kind of in a shadow box, so that lightning bolt's actually behind the signature. And I always have loved this card. It's kind of different, and you
It
don't
looks
see it very
different. Yeah.
often. So that's one of my favorites, and a huge Yanni Gourde fan. I got a Martin St. Louis card too, a gold variant rookie card, which is also a kind of a hard card to find. I remember getting this for pretty reasonable, maybe 10, 12 bucks. That's the thing with me. So I don't spend like huge amounts of money on cards. I like to keep my limits, like, if I'm going to buy a nice card, I might spend 30 to 40, but I typically don't run out and buy like an $800 card per se. So if you're just beginning in collecting cards, I recommend highly, if you want to get up and coming players, like I have a Max Crozier flagship card. You could probably
Love
get this for
that.
a couple bucks, right? Nice clean card, rookie.
Yeah.
And we all hope that our rookies and our top prospects become great, players, because in the future that will also, they become valuable. But
Absolutely.
I don't do this just because of the value of it. I do it because I love the content. The cards are beautiful. Like here's a Connor Geeky card that is Metal Universe, it's called. And you can see here it's a rookie card, and it's really has a really nice sheen to it. So I take care of my cards. I top load them. I put them in the little sleeves, and when I give them out to people, I like to keep them nice and fresh too. So
Love that. It looks so sharp too. I was a card collector, not for sports, but I just love the art element of things. So I love the
yes.
design of some of those. They're
Oh,
really cool. I want to ask you about that Yanni card. Was that a part of the jersey in there?
No, that wasn't a part of the jersey. It's just, I'll put it back up here. It's just actually just a shadow box with like a gold bolt behind it. So cool.
Interesting. That's
Very cool.
really cool. I like that a lot. You have to show me
Very,
that
very
one in
neat.
person one day.
I will. Yeah. Another one that a prized possession of mine. I have a Young Guns and it's a graded Braden Point card. It's a PSA 10. It's
The PSA 10.
Edition. Yeah. I won this on a Whatnot show. Whatnot's a live platform where you can buy cards and buy into card breaks. I'd like to go on there for singles, but this gentleman had this card up and we bid, and I remember pressing like bid up really fast, and I think I ended up paying like $80 for it. But this was my first really, really nice card, I'd say.
That's so cool though. I mean, a PSA 10, for anyone who doesn't know, is just a perfectly graded card, which is,
yes.
I mean, honestly, it's almost impossible to find for anything, really.
Yeah. And then my first run-in with my first Stamkos card, because I'm a huge Stamkos fan, was this first signed card that I got right here. Beautiful card, absolutely stunning. I think I spent $30 on it, and I got this from Sunshine Break. So if you're out there, Sunshine, he's a Panther fan and a Panther season ticket holder, but they're the sweetest people. And one day I would love to come out there for a game in enemy territory and just have a great time. So
that would be awesome.
Yep. And then let's see what else I have. And then speaking of Stamkos, I just recently got his base rookie right here, and I got this for like $30, and it's in really good shape.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it would be a PSA 10, but I've always wanted to have that flagship rookie. And I have like 2 more cards I want to share.
Yeah, please.
There are some card collectors in our market that have the most amazing Tampa Bay Lightning cards. Bay hockey cards is one of them. It's unbelievable, the collection that guy has. So I'm kind of like a mid collector compared to some of these people. It's unbelievable. This is a beautiful card here, a Stamkos signed Day with the Cup. So Day with the Cup is like, I think it's every 2,400 case or something like that. They're hard to come by, let alone a signed one. So I saw this at a local card shop here in the Bay Area, and I saw that. I'm like, I have to have that. Here's my wallet. So I think that was an $80 card. It's worth more than that, I would say.
I bet.
Sweet. And then one of my most special cards. So, and talking about Bolts Nation, how we have it better than anybody out there. Just go to a game and go to Thunder Alley and pregame. It's just a beautiful setting. The weather's beautiful in the winter. This is a dream come true. So we went through some hard times when we moved here, and we got displaced by the hurricanes, and we were homeless for 2 months, and it was not fun. I don't know. I think we had our realtor post something about how we made it here and what our story was. And when they posted that, it got attention from the Lightning organization to the point they reached out and said, we would like to help that couple and give them some free tickets. Well, lo and behold, Sonia Bryson Kirksey, the voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning, reached out and she got us a pair of tickets. And I brought a friend. She gave me this card in person, and my son got to meet her and wear the Stanley Cup rings that she had. She was so unbelievably sweet, and I'm very grateful. And I keep this pinned to my profile because, she signed the back of this too. And you don't see these cards, by the way.
I bet, yeah.
So this means so much to me. Bolts Nation, I just love all the people that I've dealt with from the organization. Some of the DJs that I've, crossed paths with, been able to meet so many amazing people like yourself, Greg. So thanks so much for having me. I'm just glad to share my story with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing with everyone. And I want to go back to Sonia as well. Like, she is truly wonderful. That is a great human being, excellent singer, and she is the voice of Bolts Nation. So if you don't follow Sonia, you got to follow her as well. Again, thanks for having us. Before we go, prediction for the Lightning this year. Will they get out of the first round? Yes or no? If you don't think they'll make the playoffs, yes or no?
I think we'll get to the playoffs, and I think we may get past the first round depending on who we end up playing. That's what my thoughts are. I'm really excited to see the bottom six and what happens there. I'm hoping that we have a little more defensive measures this year, and I'm really looking forward to see what our power play does. We always have a strong power play. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. I want to see Hagel healthy. I want to see a good playoff run this year, and I know Vasi came out and said he's not going to put up with this embarrassment in front of people. So I thought that was cool, man. Some of these players have so much character. Kucherov, there's so many great players. We're so stacked, as you guys said, and I love watching your guys' show. So I definitely thank you for keeping me, a busy working professional, a parent, up to speed with what's going on. So we appreciate that as well. Our family does.
Thank you so much for coming on. And everyone, we are going to dive into that Vasi interview that he just mentioned next week as well. So Stay tuned, and we will see you next time on Locked On Lightning. If you want to.
Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA is back. There's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you miss the start of the game or you want to ride, the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. It keeps every single game exciting, especially when your team's making that late push, and we've seen the Lightning make a few of those. Right now, FanDuel is giving customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So head to FanDuel.com, sign up, play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA.
Welcome back to Locked On Lightning. We have another fan of the week, Kimmy. She's joining us here. She won a contest last year officially with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Really cool stuff, and I'm excited to have her kind of share that experience with us, tell us about the competition, and see what she thinks about the Lightning this season. So, that being said, Kimmy, why don't you tell us who you are and tell us a little about the competition that you remember?
Oh, I'm Kimmy, and the competition was on TikTok, but nobody really knew about it because nobody knew if it was real or not real because it was on TikTok's their official site. But nobody understood, I guess, about it. So I thought it was maybe a joke or something like that. So I was like, let me just do it. Why not?
Yeah.
So I did. And I got the most likes out of everybody. There was 10 people max to do this. And it was me and my friend Crystal did it too. But hers didn't get as much views. And mine got the most views, the most likes, most everything. And then the Lightning even comment, which they comment a couple things on my TikTok. But
nice.
So I thought it was all fake. For some reason, I don't know. I didn't think it was real. It was hilarious. And I got a message from, I think it was the social media manager. I think it was.
Oh, for the Lightning?
Yeah, from the Lightning.
Yeah.
She messaged me and it said, check your DMs on the video. And I was like, no way. This ain't real. And I'm pretty sure at work or I was somewhere busy somewhere. So when I happened to look at it, I was here. And I happened to freak out. I was like, no way, this is not real. This can't be. But I won to get Perfect's jersey off the ice, off his back, a $500 gift card, and 2 free tickets.
That's a big win.
Lower bowl tickets, not even higher bowl. It was lower.
Nice. And you have photos of all that, obviously. I think I was actually even at that game when it happened to you.
Yeah,
And
I have pictures. So my boyfriend, my friend, and our other friend were actually like, I think they were in club level. Not the friend I brought with me, but my boyfriend and his friend were in club level. They ran downstairs to make sure they got a video of me. So there is a video somewhere. I have it. I can send it to you. I have it of me getting the perfects, and he's such a sweetheart. Like honestly,
yeah,
he
he
is.
is.
I'm sad that he got traded, but like it was for the better, I guess. He's doing better
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, he is. And I'm with you. Perbix is a great dude. He does a lot of stuff for the community as well. Why don't you show us that jersey real quick? I mean, obviously we all know what a Lightning jersey looks like, but this one is particularly special, especially because not only was he wearing it, but you won it. So it's just so cool. And he signed it. Yeah, that's amazing.
Like he was a sweetheart. He knew that I was anxious because I get anxious easily, and he knew that I was. So when he went to put his arm around me, he was like, "Take your time. Like I don't care. Like you're fine." And I was like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, because everybody else was starting to get off the ice, and like you knew, like they had things to do. So it's not like you know. But he took his time. He's one of like the sweetest ones I met besides like Point.
Nice.
But he did take his time with me and did take care. So, but
I love that. No, that's really cool. I'm jealous, honestly. And are they doing this competition again this season? And are you gonna try again?
Yes, I will try. I don't know. I think they did it because I don't even know why they did it. They didn't give me an explanation. They've never done it. So I've been with hockey since 2022, and I've never seen this competition. So that competition that I did was technically not even supposed to be a competition. They do it for ticket season holders only. And I've had so many ticket season holders they were like shocked that I like what happened because nobody knew about the whole competition.
Right.
It wasn't even like it didn't go viral on TikTok.
That's so crazy.
But
I'm shocked that more fans don't understand that this is happening, to be honest with you. But like, it's so cool that you found out in the best possible way.
Yeah, and like mine went viral, I guess. Mine went like with the most views. I even talked to people who work with like the Lightning like with Lightning in general, or like, at the arena, and they had no idea what I was talking about.
Really?
They saw me on the ice, and they were like, "You were on the ice." I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, I was.
Like, and like I kept asking. I felt bad because I kept asking the girl who like was doing the competition. I kept asking her a bunch of questions because like I wear my boots to hockey every game almost, and I wasn't gonna be able to wear it on the ice even though it was on a blue carpet. But you never know. And she was like, "Yeah, you are." But she got back to me like last minute about it.
That's so crazy. I'm so jealous. That's such a cool competition and such a great win too. I mean, you got a gift card, a jersey, it's signed, you had some tickets. Like it doesn't get better than that.
And when I got a $500 gift card, I actually ended up buying a new jersey too. So I got my Point jersey, but it was like it's like one of the jerseys that are made in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's like one of the few ones that we have down here that are made specifically from Canada. And I was like, I need this.
Yeah.
So
that's a great way to spend it. That's what I would do too.
Well, that's because Point was like the only jersey out of like all my 4 top favorites. He's the only one I have a jersey for.
Oh, so who are your favorites now? We have to know.
So my favorites are obviously Vasi.
Yep.
So Vasi was my first player I've ever like fell in love with, that I ever like fall in love with hockey. Vasi was that first person in our first jersey we ever got. Then it's Point, Hagel, and Sorelli, but they're in the same category kind of.
Okay.
So like they're the triplets, so obviously they're gonna be in the same category. But like I can't choose between them. If I had to choose, personality wise, Pointer. If you ever get the opportunity to meet him, he's hands down for the people.
Nice. Love to hear that about that.
He takes care of people. Like he'll sit there and like when I've met him a couple of times, like behind the building and everything else, he sat there and had like a 5 to 10 minute conversation with us, and each and every one of us he has talked to us to like interact.
That's amazing. And that's another thing. You interact with players often. Like I see you post about stuff, like you constantly meet them, you see them all the time. Like I'm jealous. Like you kind of have it in there.
I do. Like I've known people that do it a lot more than I do, but like I first like it makes me happy, and like I'm one of those people that when I probably annoy the players because I'm constantly like, thank you for stopping. Like, it's like, because it's not their jobs. They don't have to stop. They don't get paid to stop. They're doing it after a game or before a game or like
Mhm.
after practice. So they don't have to go out of their way to. So I always thank them no matter what.
No, that's great.
But
Honestly,
point is
I'm
for
sure
the
they
people.
love
I can
it
tell you
too
that. I've
because
met.
go ahead.
They do. Oh, you're good.
So
You're good.
when you meet the players, what kind of questions do you ask them generally?
Honestly, I don't ask them anything. Usually, like, so when we did the practice skate with my friend, the day that I like met Sorelli,
Mhm.
I asked them how their summer was because it was like the them since summer. But I literally don't ask them questions. I usually like just have random conversations. I know one time with Cernek, I was joking with him and asking if he wanted to run because there was a bunch of people like right behind me, but they were like this close to me. And I
Mhm.
was like, do you want to run? And he, why? And I was like, nothing. And then I laughed at him. I was like, there's a bunch of people behind me. And it was like, it was a lot of people. Let's just go with
Right.
that. I know and I don't like their attentions, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're
All
a
right.
bunch of people. So like I do that. With Hedman, when we stopped, there was one time there was somebody that actually spoke his language, and he had like a good 10-minute conversation with them, and it was like the cutest reaction ever. So I kept
Yeah.
telling him that. With Point,
Nice.
it's just like another person. Like when we talk to Point, I feel like it's just we can just have conversations with Point, and it really doesn't like you don't have to be like awkward. Like I shake sometimes and I get anxious around a lot of the players, but with Point,
Yeah.
I don't. Like Chafee, I did one time. I was starting to get anxious. Sorelli was like my number one person I wanted to meet this year, besides
Mhm.
Maroon. I do want to meet Maroon again. I not again,
Yeah.
but I've never.
Nice.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, nice.
I finally met Sorelli. So
It's like a custom phone case that you made?
it is. I got it off of Shein actually for $1.
Love that.
Maroon, the podcast like stuff used to be on the like first floor, I guess you want to call it, where like before the ice.
Right.
They moved it to the club level, which a lot of times we are in club level, but every
Mhm.
time club level, I miss him. My boyfriend has 2 pictures with him. I think, yeah, 2 pictures and like 2 different interactions with him. So
Love that. He's someone that I want to meet too.
he's my Kucherov is like the all-time goal of everybody. Okay, like hands down. You'll never meet him, but he's like the hands down the main goal.
Of course.
But Maroon's probably like my second. Sorelli was, but then I met Sorelli already. I want to meet him again, honestly.
I'm sure you will.
I hope he doesn't stop as much. Um, I do know that I think the only reason why honestly he stopped was my friend had his gloves, and when she went to go lift his gloves off my car, a puck went flying, and as he was driving, it went flying, and I was like, and she looked at me, and I was like, and I went to go, I was gonna dart out and just go get it, but like
Right.
the boys are busy, so they're gonna dart out or not. So I was like, and we just all looked at each other, and you could tell he was like looking at us, and then
Right.
I was like, be careful of the puck. Like I was like, just be careful. And my friend goes, yeah, I'm gonna run and go get it. And he laughed at us. So like it works.
Love that.
So like
See, you have these little interactions though. That's so
there's
fun. Like,
a lot of cool ones. Like I've had like I feel like Hagel, I've had good with Hagel a couple of times. I've met him. I've met Point plenty of times. I love him. He's literally for the people. Radish is for the people too.
good to know.
I felt bad one time though because Radish, I want to say the last home game of the season. I could be wrong. It was the game they won. We stopped. He stopped and he said, "Does anybody have anything for me?" And everyone just sat there. And I was like, "I do. Of course I do. Like, if you're gonna stop, I'm gonna give you something to sign."
Oh yeah.
Oh, like yeah, that was you stopping for us. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Whatever I have, you're signing.
They're honestly like it's like the sweetest things ever. And like I'm just glad none of them realize like, I guess who I am. Like it scares me. I have a fear that they will eventually know who I am. Like whether it's through social media because I post a lot on TikTok
Yeah.
or it's because I'm there often.
Why would that be bad? I feel like they would love that.
I would love it too, but I also would be anxious because like
I get it.
I I'd be like, okay, you know who I am. That's terrifying. But I know, like, I've heard stories of Point knowing a couple of people, like our friend Mike Point. I was holding up his jersey when he stopped one time. And like, it was like this cool jersey. I forgot what it was. It was something like really sentimental, kind of, I guess, like one of their
Mhm.
ones. And he was interacting with him. So now he knows who our friend is. So
Love that. Well, thank you for telling us all about that stuff because I love hearing about this. I love watching your posts and your stories too because they're just so interesting to me. But my final question for you is how you think the Lightning are
yeah.
going to do this season.
Okay, so this year scares me. We had a 100% great preseason, except for the last game of the season. But because we hate the Panthers, everyone hates the Panthers, and they play dirty.
Mm.
But I think we'll do it. I think we got this. I'm still mad that they sent Geeky down. I'm still upset that they did that, and I know why they did it because they said why they did it. But what did he do?
I'm with you, and that's going to be on my show today too.
There is a couple people who have done worse than Geeky that could be sent down. I don't know if they have a two-way contract though. So again, I love all of our Lightning players. I don't mean any harm by any of them, but why Geeks? We're gonna do the same thing we did last year with him.
I'm with you. So, do you think the Lightning make the playoffs?
Yes, I mean we do it every year. If they're playing the way they are right now, maybe. But the thing is each game, if you watch each game since we started, they have gotten so good. Like they're getting better. They do need to practice the 3-on-3, which is overtime.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the greatest at that, but like it looks hard.
It is, and we're bad at face-offs. So
that too. They're bad at face-offs and they're bad at shooting the pucks.
Yeah, low shooting percentage this season. Now, my next question is: do they get to the conference final?
Isn't that the one before playoffs?
It is the one before the Stanley Cup.
If they get better, yes.
Okay.
I also believe in my team. So no matter,
of course,
I believe in my team. And like the Lightning is my first team, and then I like the Penguins, the secondary.
Oh,
but
okay.
The Lightning will always be my first.
Love that. Me too.
Like,
live and die Lightning hockey.
Like, and that's the thing too, is I always say I have like this like crazy fear that one of our players will get traded to a team that I don't like, aka the Florida Panthers, and I will support them 100%. I just will never get their jersey. I will stick with the Lightning jersey wise or like whatever jersey they go to. Like if Hagel's gonna ever trade it, I will go get his Chicago jersey and go Florida Panthers game. Or
love that.
Which I just got a new Hagel jersey actually.
Lightning version?
Yes, the Lightning version,
Good.
Of course.
Good. Just making sure.
Yes. No, I think it was like, I don't know what it was. I think it was like not a game worn, but it was some kind of like special one because my friend wanted a new one because mine signed and she gave basically.
Nice. Absolutely love that. Well, I'm with you. I hope the Lightning make the playoffs. I think they will. And hopefully they just win the cup. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I want to see a win and I want to be there for that win. Like, I want to and celebrate that win. Like, I changed my availability till 2:00. So at work. So now if they go into that competition, guess what? I'm going.
Good. I'll be there with you. I will be there with you. Well, thank you for coming on and talking to us and sharing everything. And anyone who's watching, I'm going to attach everything that she's done and posted to this video so you can check all that stuff out. And also, if you want to enter the competition, if they do it again, we'll give Kimmy a little competition this season.
Definitely keep an eye on their TikTok because they do randomly post it. But it was like Greg, I think, posted like he was the one that was there. So I guess nobody really noticed it. I don't know.
Greg Wolf.
Didn't go viral. Yeah.
Yeah.
It did not go viral.
It did not, but maybe we'll bring a little awareness to it. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. We'll probably have you back on again in the future, I'm sure, because you do cool stuff all the time. Anyone who's watching, if you want to be fan of the week, please hit me up. I will interview any strong Lightning fan. Give me a reason to talk to you, and you can come on and chat with us. Everyone have a great day, and episode coming soon.
See y'all soon.
All right.
Back. Today's episode is brought to you by Monarch. let's be honest, most of us can't even name all our financial accounts, and let alone what they're worth. Between 401ks, savings, investments, it's easy to lose track. I do it all the time, and that can mean leaving money on the table. That's why I started using Monarch. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or your phone, whatever is best for you. It helped me organize my accounts, track my spending, get a better handle on all my investments and my finances without having to touch a spreadsheet, and that's key for a lot of us. I love that I can review everything with my partner, see our shared goals, and make better financial decisions together. Monarch's visual dashboards and smart tools make it so much easier to understand where my money's going and how to make it work harder for me. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONNHL at monarch.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarch.com, code LOCKEDONNHL for half off your first year.
Back to Locked On Lightning. We have Fan of the Weekday, Friday, third segment. Get used to it because it's going to happen pretty much every Friday from now on moving forward. And today
we have
a Bolts fan, a distant Bolts fan from Canada, Dominic. Dominic, welcome to the show. Let us know, why are you a Bolts fan? How did it happen? And yeah, let's hear it.
Hey, yeah, I'm happy to explain that. Well, first of all, Nick, Greg, thank you very much for inviting me onto this podcast. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, so how I became a Bolts fan. Oh boy. So, when I started going into hockey, like watching hockey, of course, I always started with the Ottawa Senators because it's my hometown. But then eventually, just one day, my dad was just watching a random game, and it was Tampa against the Sens. And then, when I was like 8, 9 years old, like I just like a bunch of weird things, So, favorite color, it was blue, and I liked everything lightning related.
There we
And I was
go.
like, oh no way, that's actually a team. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, there's this really good player. He's young and has a really good future. His name is Steven Stamkos and all that. And I was like, oh wow. And then I don't know, it caught my eye, and then I just started voting for that team. Of course, Ottawa is my second, of course, it's my hometown.
It has to be.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about their history, so like you can't call me like a bandwagon or anything anything like that.
Oh, that's fun.
But still, it was like in 2012, so they weren't that all great. But yeah, ever since that day, I just love watching every single game, and I love everything about them.
You gotta love getting in at the ground floor too, because I feel like
Yeah.
2012 was right when that initial core started to really click. So that kind of leads me into my next question, Dominic, is what's maybe your favorite moment as a fan, whether it's a game you watched, whether it's the first time you got to experience something in person. Is there just
Yeah.
one memory you have of Lightning fandom that really stands out to you?
Ooh. Um, I think it has to be back in 2015 when we made that run to the finals. That's when I really like started to watch them play like seriously. I was 11 years old. I was still young, but I was just so invested in the team, and I just saw
Making
the
you
run
feel
that.
old with that, by the way.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
But yeah, I know like to watch them win every single round. Started off against Detroit, won in 7 games, and then second round won against Montreal in 6 games, and then went in the conference finals against the Rangers. And that's when I really like took it seriously and paid attention. And I just remember that game 3 winning goal of Nikita Kucherov in overtime. That was just such an electrifying moment.
And
And
fantastic.
and
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, crazy. And ending up winning that series in 7. And after that went against the Blackhawks. Then we lost, and I was really heartbroken. I think I cried for like a whole week straight, not gonna lie.
Yeah. What's your conspiracy theory on where Ben Bishop went when he went to the locker room for like 3 minutes?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That.
Yeah.
Was that during the finals?
That was during the finals. Yeah. Was he hurt? Was he getting equipment changed, or was it all a ploy to have a quick bathroom break?
I was gonna say maybe he had to go potty.
That's always. I remember Roberto Luongo tweeted like right after that. He's like, I can tell you exactly what it is from years ago.
What I think, like, I think it was had to be relating to like an injury or just a small tweak that he did. Because professional hockey players, like you don't just go into the locker room for like to go to the bathroom, like you go with that during intermissions. But I think it's just related to an injury or something like that for sure.
When in doubt with Ben Bishop, just say it's probably an injury.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question for you. It's a serious one.
Mhm.
How are the Lightning going to do this year? Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to go past the first round? What do you think?
So during the off season, especially like after we got eliminated against the Panthers in 5, I just did a lot of looking in the team, and I just tried to find ways of like how to make the team better and all that. And in my head, I was like, oh, like they should re-sign Yanni Gourde. And I was just like guessing. I was talking to my friends, and I was like guessing like what term and like how much they're going to get paid per year and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I told my friend, I was like, hey, like Tampa should sign Johnny Gourde like at least like a good like 4 to 6 year contract around like 2 to 2.5 million a year. And then a few weeks later, I see he signed 6 years, 2.33 million a year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was actually right. And I see the team now, and it's way better from what I think. I think it's way better than what it was 2 to 3 years ago. I think we have a lot more depth. We have more grit, of course. We still need some, but I think we're better in that, and we have better defensive depth as well.
Yeah.
And I think the addition of Gord Bjorkstrand for a full year is going to help a lot. I love a lot. I love Gage Gonsalves. He's going to be great.
That's my boy right there.
Oh yeah, that's my boy. Oh yeah, he's so good. And in the preseason, he's been looking great as well. It looks like he's been training with Cooch in the offseason during the summer for sure. I see his stick handling, his passes that he's making. Those are Kucherov type of passes.
Yeah, and he's
And
getting confidence too. That's the
oh
thing.
yeah, getting confidence, and he's not afraid to lay the body. He's not shy. He's gonna go out there, give it his all, and he hustles. He hustles hard, and that's what I love about him. I love as well. I'm excited for Geeky as well.
Yeah.
I'm really really excited about him. So great team overall. So what I think, how the Lightning are going to do this year, I think they're going to win the Atlantic Division. I think I have no doubt that they can be first because, first of all, Florida, you got Barkov probably out for the year.
Yeah.
Kachuk coming back in December or maybe January, you never know. And they're tired, I think they got to be tired eventually, 3 straight runs in the finals. So I got the Panthers third or maybe even a wild card
Nice.
in the
Agreed.
division, and Leafs Sens probably going to be second or third, whatever. But I just don't see anyone on top of Tampa if they stay healthy. Of course, health, it matters a lot. And for the playoffs, I think if you want to make a run, of course, we can't meet Florida in the first round. That just cannot
Agreed.
happen.
I would ideally not. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we make a run, and the only way we can beat Florida in the playoffs, I believe, is if we meet them in the second round. And why is that? Is because, Florida's tired 3 straight years. And I think especially after a round, if they go to game 6 or game 7 in the first round, they'll be even more tired. And if Tampa wins round 1, which is their mission, they've been 3 straight round, getting past the first round will give them such a boost of motivation.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm
Okay.
I'm
Perfect. Yes, sorry, I just bugged a bit.
yeah, and I'm with you there, Dominic.
Yeah, and
It feels like
Yeah.
that first round and that initial matchup. Number one, I hate the playoff format, but it just feels like it just feels like that Florida is going to be the linchpin for this Lightning season.
Yep.
yeah,
I mean, it
for sure.
really. it's just going to be like however Tampa's and maybe beyond that too. But hey, Dominic, thank you so much for joining us. We are happy to have you on as our fan of the week. Thank you for listening to the show every day. If you're listening at home and you would like to be a fan of the week, send us a DM on Instagram, hit us up on Twitter, comment on YouTube. Locked on Lightning is our Instagram handle. I know you can also reach out to Greg on his personal Instagram as well. Not me. I'm just stay away from my personal Instagram. That's just me. But yeah, you can contact us through Locked On Lightning. We're excited to get to know more of you throughout this season. That's going to do it for us on this Friday edition of Locked On Lightning. Thanks for making us your first listen of the day. We'll be back with an all new episode next week. We'll see you then.